Hi, today is good morning. Thursday, September 3rd, and we're going to be reading Isaiah 7, 8, and 9.
All right, thank you. Catherine, you have your Bible ready?
Yes. God was at the fixing the doors.
Did they have the 10 Commandments? Yep, that's the 10 Commandments.
Mm-hmm. And it's a rock.
And
That's a rock.
that's a mountain.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are. And Matthew and Gabriel are missing today, but they will be with us tomorrow. All right, so. Oh, I lost my place here. Okay. Were you going to start?
Fix the doors down. Then God can fix the doors and do this and God's message for
Ahaz. Or Ahaz.
Yes.
During the reign of Ahaz, the son of Jotham and grandson of Uzziah, 2 kings launched an attack against Jerusalem. Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, the king of Israel, but they failed to conquer it. When the royal court was told that Syria had formed an alliance with the northern kingdom of Israel, the heart of King Ahaz and all his people trembled with fear, like trees swaying in the wind. Then Yahweh spoke to Isaiah and said, "Go ahead and meet with King Ahaz. You'll find him on the road to the washerman's field at the end of the aqueduct, where it empties into the upper pool. Take with you your son, whom you named a remnant will return. Give him this message: stay calm, be quiet, and guard your heart. Don't panic or be discouraged over these 2 smoldering stubs of firewood. Because of the rage of Rezin and Aram, the son of Remaliah, Syria has plotted with the northern kingdom of Israel and the son of Remaliah to come against you. They are saying, we will attack Judah and cut off Jerusalem. We will terrorize and conquer it for yourselves and install the son of Tabeel as king. Now hear what the Lord Yahweh says. This will not succeed. It will never happen. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin. 65 years from now, the northern kingdom of Israel will be shattered with nothing left of it. The head of the northern kingdom of Israel is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is the son Remaliah. If you do not stand firm in your faith, you will not be able to stand at all. God with us. Again, Lord Yahweh spoke to Ahaz. Go ahead, ask for a sign from Yahweh, your God. Ask for something big, so miraculous that you will know only God did it. Ahaz answered, I will not ask. I won't attempt to test the Lord Yahweh. So Isaiah said, pay attention, family of David. It's bad enough to try the patience of a prophet, but even worse when you try the patience of my God as well. The Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will name him God among us. He will eat curdled milk and honey, and he will know enough to refuse the evil and choose the good. Yet even before that time comes for him to know good and evil, the lands of those 2 kings you dread will be deserted. The whistling. The Lord Yahweh is going to bring days of catastrophic trouble on you, on your people, and on the whole royal court. Not even since the northern kingdom of Israel broke off from Judah. He is going to bring the king of Assyria with his great army. In that day, the Lord Yahweh will whistle and call for flies from Egypt's lower stream. He will whistle for bees from the land of Assyria, and they will swarm down upon you and settle into the steep ravines, the crevices of the rocks, on every thorn bush and at every stagnant pool. The Lord's razor. In that day the Lord will take his razor, the hired king of Assyria, from beyond the Euphrates, and he will shave your head, your legs, and also your beard, leaving you ashamed and exposed. In that day, if a farmer keeps alive only 1 heifer and 2 goats, they will give so much milk that he will have more than he needs, and everyone left in the land will have all the milk and honey they desire. In that day, the 5 vineyards, each with 1,000 vines and worth 1,000 pieces of silver, will be a wilderness overgrown with weeds, briars, and thorn bushes. People will hunt there with bow and arrow, but will find nothing except thorn bushes and briars. The once cultivated hillsides where vineyards used to grow will be completely overgrown with thorns, so that people will be afraid to go there. It will become a place where cattle graze and sheep trample. Chapter 8, a son becomes a sign. The Lord Yahweh said to me, take a large tablet and engrave upon it these words, using the stylus of a man. Quickly, to the plunder. Hurry, to the loot. Then summon 2 reliable men, Uriah the priest and Zechariah, son of Jeberechiah, to act as witnesses. Then I slept with my wife, the prophetess. She became pregnant and gave birth to a son. Then the Lord Yahweh told me, you will name him quickly to the plunder. Hurry to the loot. For before the boy knows how to say my father or my mother, the wealth of Damascus and Samaria will be plundered and carried away by the king of Assyria. A flood or a peaceful stream. The Lord Yahweh spoke to me again, because these people have rejected the gentle flowing stream of my loving presence and melt in fear before Rezin and the son of Remaliah. Now therefore, the Lord is about to bring against him the mighty massive flood of the Euphrates. The king of Assyria in all his glory will overflow on you like a river flooding its channel and running over all its banks. It will flood into Judah, swirling over, overflowing, and reaching up to your neck. Oh, Emmanuel, and spread out its wings over your entire land. You will be broken, O nations, and will be shattered. Listen on you distant nations, prepare for war, though it will backfire on you. Prepare for war, yet you will be shattered. Go ahead, hatch a plot, but it will be foiled. Go ahead, speak a word, but it will not stand, for God is with us. A snare or a sanctuary. The Lord's mighty hand rested on me, and he warned me with these words, not to act like these people. Don't believe their every conspiracy rumor, and don't fear what they fear. Don't be moved or terrified. Fear nothing and no one except Yahweh, commander of angel armies. Honor him as holy. Be in awe before him with deepest reverence. He will become for you a holy sanctuary, but for them a stone people trip over. He is a rock that causes the 2 houses of Israel to stumble, a trap and a snare for the people of Jerusalem. Many will stumble and fall and be broken. Yes, they will be snared and taken away captive. Trust in the hidden God. Now tie up the scroll and preserve it as legal evidence. Seal my instructions for the future for my disciples. I will wait for the Lord Yahweh, who hides his face from the family of Jacob, and I will place all my hope in him. Behold, here I stand, and the children whom the Lord Yahweh has given me are for signs and wonders in Israel, sent from the Lord Almighty, commander of the angel armies, who is enthroned to Mount Zion. Darkness or the light of dawn. Now suppose someone says, consult mediums and spiritists who moan and mutter their incantations in the ritual pits. After all, isn't it right for people to seek oracles from their gods by asking the dead about the destiny of the living? You are to answer them, listen to the teaching and instruction of the Lord. If their speech does not line up with his word, they will have no light of dawn. They will wander there, and there distressed and hungry. And when they are famished, they will be enraged and begin to curse their king and their God. If they look to the heavens or to the earth, they will find only despair and darkness and fear, full gloom, and they will be thrust into obscure darkness. Chapter 9. A son is born. No more gloom for those who are in distress. Although the Lord greatly humbled the regions of Zebulun and Naphtali, he will one day bestow upon them great honor from the Mediterranean eastward to the other side of the Jordan and throughout the Galilee of the Gentiles. Those who walked in darkness have seen a radiant light shining upon them. They once lived in the shadows of death, but now a glorious light has dawned. Lord, you have multiplied the nation and given them overwhelming joy. They are ecstatic in your presence and rejoice like those who bring in a great harvest, and those who divide up the spoils of victory. For you have broken the chains that have bound your people, and lifted off the heavy bar across their shoulders, the rod of the oppressor used against them. You have shattered all their bondage, just as you did when Midian's armies were defeated. Every boot of marching troops and every uniform caked with blood will be burned as fuel for the fire. The wonderful one. A child has been born for us, a son has been given to us. The responsibility of complete dominion will rest on his shoulders, and his name will be the Wonderful One, the extraordinary strategist, the mighty God, the Father of eternity, the Prince of Peace. Great and vast is his dominion. He will bring immeasurable peace and prosperity. He will rule on God's throne, David's throne, and over David's kingdom, to establish and uphold it by promoting justice and righteousness from this time forward and forevermore. The marvelous passion that the Lord Yahweh, commander of angel armies, has for his people will ensure that it is finished. The Lord judges arrogance and oppression. The Lord decreed a word against Jacob, and it brought calamity upon Israel, and all the people of Ephraim and Samaria knew of it. Their hearts filled with pride, and they arrogantly boasted. Our brick walls may have crumbled, but we will rebuild them. With distressed stones, invading armies may have cut down our sycamore trees, but we will plant cedars in their place. So the Lord Yahweh stirred up the enemies and strengthened Rezin's foes, and they came against the people, Syrians on the east, Philistines on the west, and they came with bared teeth and devoured Israel. Yet despite all this, his anger did not subside, and his hand of judgment is poised to strike them again. For the people did not repent and turn to the one who struck them, or seek the Lord Yahweh, commander of angel armies. Judgment coming to the leaders. In a single day, the Lord Yahweh cut off from Israel both head and tail, palm branch and reed. The elders and dignitaries are the head, and the prophet who teaches lies is the tail. The leaders have led them astray, and the citizens are left in confusion. That is why the Lord did not show pity to the young people, or have compassion on their orphans and widows. For everyone was godless and did evil, and each mouth spewed out wickedness. Therefore the Lord's anger has not subsided, and his hand is poised to strike them again. Israel's tributes turn against one another. Tribes turn against one another. Surely wickedness burned like an out-of-control fire, consuming thorns and thistles. It set ablaze the thickets of the forest with flames swirling upward in columns of smoke. The land was scorched because of the anger of the Lord Yahweh, commander of angel armies. The people themselves became fuel for the fire, and no one showed compassion toward another. With their right hands they snatched what belonged to others, yet remained hungry. With their left hands they stole food, yet they were starving, and even ate their own offspring. Manasseh devoured Ephraim Manasseh, and together they turned against Judah. Yet despite all this, the Lord's anger has not subsided, and his hand is poised to strike them again.
And that is
Isaiah 7:9.